This is the second video about forge fires, this time for the fuel type charcoal. I'll be showing how to start a fire, in this case with ash shavings from making handles, something a lot of blacksmiths will have in their shop. It's a good starting point for any fire. I'll put on some fines. This is leftover charcoal from the last barbecue. It was lump charcoal and it's just fine stuff. It's a bit smoky because of the grease that's dripped into the embers. You add some air. As you can hear, it's a hand crank blower that I'm using, which allows for optimal control over a charcoal fire, which doesn't require any air to keep burning. Basically, if you walk away from a burning charcoal fire, you'll come back to find only ashes are left. Fire management is important for charcoal fires because the fuel burns away quite a bit faster than coal or coke and tends to form hollows, which you don't really want because they're not hot and they create an oxidizing environment. I now put on lump charcoal, the actual fuel that I'll be forging with. This is the kiln type, not the retort one. I find that the charcoal that's been burned traditionally in a kiln is less sparky, and that's a nice thing to have. If you have bare arms, sparks can be quite painful, plus there's a potential fire hazard if you're in a very dry environment. Cranking to get some air in there, get it started. There it's got on. The fire is established and a piece of steel is in it already. Charcoal fires are extremely clean. They don't form any clinkers, just a bit of ash, and they burn very hot if a lot of air is added. Contrary to popular belief, you can have very small charcoal fires. All you have to do is make sure that it's nicely packed and that the right amount of air is coming into it. This is a little later. The embers have taken on hold of pretty much all the coal now. You can see even without forced air it still burns quite hot. And a little later the fire has collapsed considerably already. A lot of people would be putting coal on top now because they think the fire is too small. I find this is perfectly adequate for small scale forging and holds at least half an hour of fire left. When you're making your own charcoal, you really don't want to waste any. It's quite a labor-intensive process, and yeah, buying is not always an option because it's quite expensive. Even smaller fire, still perfectly adequate for that color that I'm making there. And the fire in its smallest usable form. And this is how it's been after the fire has been left alone for about half an hour. You can see it just catches back on fire immediately as soon as you add air. Thank you for watching.